take a moment with me. Seriously. Stop whatever you're doing and take a deep, cleansing breath. Feel the air entering your lungs, and as you exhale, feel the tension releasing from your shoulders. Now listen closely, because what I'm about to give you is the ultimate leverage point in your entire life. It's the tool that separates knowing from doing, wishing from achieving, hoping from experiencing results. I call it the principle. Change your state, change your story. It sounds simple, maybe too simple, but this is the master key to human performance. Everyone has goals, dreams, commitments, promises they want to fulfill. You already know what you should do. You know the call you need to make. You know the gym you need to walk into. You know the habits you need to break. But when the moment arrives, when action is required, many people hesitate, pull back, or completely shut down. Not because they are weak, not because they don't care, but because their state is misaligned with the level of action required. Your state is the sum of your emotions, your feelings, and your internal beliefs in any given moment. And there are only two forces that control it: your physiology and your focus. Your physiology is your body, your posture, your breath, your movement, your expression. Motion creates emotion. A depressed person slumps, breathes shallow, avoids eye contact. That physical pattern creates sadness. A confident person stands tall, breathes fully, moves with certainty. That pattern creates power. Your body is not a follower of emotion. It is a creator of emotion. If you want to feel powerful, you don't wait for power to appear. You move your body into a powerful position. Jump, stretch, breathe deeply, stand like someone who refuses to be defeated. You change your body, you change your brain chemistry instantly. But physiology is only half the equation. Focus is the other half. What you focus on is what you feel always. If you focus on your failures, your fears, what's missing, what hurts, or what might go wrong, you will enter a state of anxiety and scarcity. But if you focus on gratitude, on possibility, on strength, on growth, on opportunity, you shift instantly into abundance and resourcefulness. Your focus is controlled by the questions you ask. Disempowering questions create a disempowering life. Empowering questions create powerful emotions. Your focus shapes your story, and your story shapes your destiny. And this brings us to the most important understanding, the state gap. Imagine you want to make a huge business deal, deliver a powerful presentation, or have a life-changing conversation. But you walk into that moment tired, distracted, stressed, or frustrated. You're in a level 3 state trying to produce a level 10 result. That gap destroys performance. Champions don't rely on willpower. They prepare their state before the moment begins. They breathe, move, visualize, speak power into their body, condition their mind. They close the state gap and step into alignment with success. Now look at your life right now, not just your possessions, but your joy, your health, your relationships, your impact, your achievements. If I asked how you got here, most people would tell a long story about their childhood, their parents, the economy, the luck they had, or the pain they endured. But the truth is simple. Your life is not shaped by your conditions. Your life is shaped by your decisions. A real decision means to cut off every other possibility. Most people don't make decisions. They make preferences. They prefer success but tolerate excuses. They prefer fitness but tolerate inconsistency. They prefer happiness but tolerate negativity, anger, or fear. There are 3 decisions shaping your destiny every moment. The first is what to focus on. The second is what something means. Events are neutral until you attach meaning. One person sees failure as proof they're not enough. Another sees the same failure as the foundation for greatness. The meaning you choose becomes the story you live inside. The third decision is what you will do. Action is the bridge between imagination and results. You can think for years, but nothing changes until you decide to act. Now, not later, and at the core of all decisions is the ultimate decision. What you will no longer tolerate. Your standards define your future. Whatever you tolerate becomes your new normal. If you tolerate excuses, they multiply. If you tolerate disrespect, it continues. If you tolerate mediocrity, it expands. But the moment you decide, I will no longer tolerate this, everything begins to shift. Your habits adapt. Your environment adjusts. Your emotions align. Your identity strengthens. Your life rises to meet the new standard. Massive change doesn't come from massive events. It comes from massive decisions. Decisions about your state, your focus, your meaning, your action, and your standards. So right now, in this moment, ask yourself, what will you no longer tolerate? What standard will you raise? What meaning will you rewrite? What focus will you choose? What action will you commit to? Because when you change your state, you change your story. And when you change your story, you change your entire life.